Whoa, look how lovely these flowers are. Tilly darling, this garden tour is for you and I will see you soon. Okay, it's been a very, very wet, rainy week and I haven't been out here at all. Well, at the start of the week I did, but I've just ventured out now and look at the flowers in this bed. Now, last garden tour I kept calling these dahlias, and they're not. They're zinnias. My wonderful friend, she pointed out, no, they're zinnias. I thought, oh yes, of course, I planted buddleia and zinnias. Yeah, you can see these are the zinnias and these are the buddleia that I planted. So look, we've got the sunflowers coming in this bed, but these all seem to be in flower. So the zinnias are absolutely divine. I am now a huge fan. And look, this is what I meant by how they look like when they're still in the bud. They take on like this gorgeous kind of lacy cage type look. Luna, get out of there. Luna, out, darling. Oh, that's flowering as well. That's the first time that's flowered. Totally forgotten what it is. So I haven't fixed any of this gate yet. What I did do this week though, and I suggest you don't do this, guys, you don't wait for the hottest day of the whole year to empty and move and turn 2 rotting compost bins, because that's what I did. So they weren't positioned right. There was like one here and there was one over here, but I wanted to make space for this seed house, which is collapsed because it's fallen over in the wind and it's not all tied down now. But that's going to go there. That's going to go there with its shelves in. And then I've moved the compost bins into that corner, cleared all the wood that was here, and that took a day of work. So that's a lot tidier. I've made a little wood store here under this bench as a start. This is a bench I picked up free. It's too rotten to sit on, but I'm going to put eventually some flower pots along there. But yeah, these 2 beds are just crazy, considering I couldn't grow anything here before. What else have I done? I also cleared the pathway because this had all like kind of rubbish on it. So it's a bit clearer now to walk up it. Oh, look. Some of the little, what is that? Oh, that's a little sunflower that's come through. And these tomatoes that I tied up with stakes last week, they're all coming through as well. Oh, it smells so lovely, all the tomatoes. And can we just look at how tall the sunflowers have got in a week of rain? That's insane. It's just crazy. Look, and there's some zinnias poking through there. A different type of tomato here. I've forgotten what they all are. It's ridiculous. This needs tying back up. Look at that. And Tilly's wildflower garden has just been gorgeous. The poppies have gone over. There were all poppies there, but they've been lovely. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This needs tying back up. That's splitting. Oh my gosh, there's too many tomatoes. Don't ever plant three tomato plants in one tire. It's too much. Still don't believe I'm going to get any tomatoes from them. Aren't these just the nicest flowers you've ever seen? Zinnias for the home win, guys. And you can see I've been clearing up. That was hastily dumped in here when the rain started, and they didn't stop. And my pepper plants are looking good, but I don't know what's happening with the cucumbers over here. There's like a couple of pots that that the water didn't drain away, and it's just all dying. So there's something weird going on with the cucumbers, I think. But you know, there's a tomato plant tipped up here. Oh my gosh, honestly, it's just so much stuff everywhere. Okay, Tilly, we're in your secret garden. Luna's cross again, she can't get in. Rupert's eating flowers. Rupert, stop eating the flowers, mister. Luna, get off the lettuce. Look, this is what happens when they can't get in. But, oh, you can see the cornflowers are going over. The poppies that were all in there, they've finished. We've got new things coming up here. It's just been a lovely, lovely, lovely mix. And hopefully you can see that I've had a big tidy up in here at the start of the week before the rain stopped to play. Tried to clear this and trim this back and clear away the rubbish. I found some more of these circular bricks. These were all picked up free on Free Cycle. The plan here is to leave a little bit of space because the rest of this part of the garden is quite busy with stuff. Oh, the dog made me jump coughing. You all right, Rupert? So the plan is to leave this with a little bit of space to come and sit and look at Tilly's wildflowers, to watch the sunflowers growing. There's some of the smaller sunflowers that have been opening this week. Look how beautiful that is. Look, he's busy getting in there. So those are lovely. Those are the short ones. And then we go all the way up here to the bigger ones. So anyway, the plan is to put some sort of little trickling water feature. So we've got the sound of water up here and some sort of swinging hammock here. I might put a sort of mosaic patio in here because I can't plant anything because of all the tree roots and this huge conifer. And you know, I could have built another couple of raised beds and planted it up, but to be honest, I don't really want raised beds everywhere. I want a bit of peace and quiet and openness. So I think I'm going to try and develop the lawn bit here, plant lots and lots of flowers, finish pulling up all the weed suppressant membrane down here, and then do like a sort of water feature seating area there. So it's almost like a reading nook in Tilly's secret garden. So this part of the garden has had a tidy up. I haven't done a lot of work out here, I will confess, but I did do that and I did sort out that area. I mean, that was a horrific job to do, but I needed to sort that out to find somewhere for the seed house. Next job that's desperate, I need to get in here and sort this out. It's gone crazy wild and it's a shame. And all of this, look, I've got loads of dead ahead on here in amongst the zinnias. So it's crazy and it's wild. It's untended a little bit in amongst doing these main jobs, but you know, it's a work in progress. There is always next year. Now, what we got going on up here? Sweet corn is still looking good. Potatoes look like they've gone over. Start harvesting them. God, more wood up there. There's so many jobs everywhere. It's madness. It's all looking good. Oh gosh, I wonder if I am going to ever get to eat a tomato that I've grown myself without blight taking them. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? How have you got in there? Come on. Come on out. Oh my gosh, how have you got in? Go on. No. So where did he get in? Where on earth did he get in? Rupert, where did you get in? I literally can't even see where he got in. He didn't get in there. He didn't jump, otherwise I'd have heard him. He can't get through there at the minute. Where the hell did he get in? Okay, it's looking so muddy up here. I can't see where he got in. Must have been round the back there. Did he get through any of that? Oh, I bet he pushed through that window. So look at it, guys. Talk about crazy, crazy, crazy growth. I mean, it is a bit overwhelming still. It's nowhere near where I wanted it to be, but considering I didn't have a garden at the start of lockdown up here at all, the madness of the abundance has got to be appreciated. And you can see how much rain we've had in the last week, in the last 5 days. Look at that. I'm going to have to get a bucket to empty that. It's nearly filled the pond. So I've done no more work on clearing this yet. Oh gosh, there's just so much to do, isn't there? So let me show you something that does look lovely. Look at those. Those are lovely. And these over here, they're probably appreciating a bit more sun. And look, I can see the trees over there now, which is nice. I haven't been up here for a week. I wonder if everything's okay. Well, the fence is still standing. So many seed pods on these hostas. Oh wow. The hydrangea's looking twice the size. Feverfew was taken down there as well. Those were from cuttings this year. Oh my gosh, there's just so much going on in here. This fern, which was dinky, is like tripled in size. This. I'm going to tie those tomatoes back up. There's no way I'm planting as many tomatoes next year. I didn't expect anything to grow, so yeah, it's looking amazing. For growth, not for tidiness. I understand some people are going to be looking at this garden thinking, what the hell? Luna, could you stop eating that plant? I need to be applauded for keeping any sort of garden going with these dogs. Come on out, go on, go down. Go on. Go down. Go on. How do I feel at the minute about the garden? A bit demoralised, to be honest. Go on, go. This is where my little boy says to me, Mum, you're doing amazing. Don't be so hard on yourself. But I just know it's chaos and I've worked so hard. And I would like to think that at some point I'm going to do a tour and people are going to go, wow. Rather than doing a tour and people are going to go, oh my Lord, look at the mess. Because that's what I suspect people might be thinking. And it makes me sad because I've worked really, 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 really hard. And I want it to look like I see in my head. I see this amazing art garden full of corners and magic. I mean, that's why it's called the Magic Garden. Because I see this amazing garden in my head full of art and sculpture and fun and reading corners and nooks and flowers and vegetables and things to go and harvest and herbs to do spells with and just wonderful corners everywhere. and yet I come out and I just see things I can't get to. It kind of sometimes feels like a finger pointing at me saying you're failing, which is absolutely not what it should be, and I think the garden will pick up on that. So I think it's a lesson in life, isn't it, to look at what you have done and to give yourself a bit of compassion for what you haven't got to yet. I mean, look, there is a little bee that wouldn't be having a feast if it hadn't been for trying to build it. Of course, my dogs wreck it, but these two dogs both needed a home. Oh, did you hear that, darling? Did you hear that? I know. When you've got a nice home, haven't you, and you love it. Yes, I know. Oh gosh, I've set them off now. Look at the little monkeys. The trellis work. This old bin that I found is so pretty planted up. Look, these are the buddleias. I think they are. Actually, are they buddleias? Oh my gosh, I planted 3 lots of flowers. I planted zinnias, buddleias, and something else. I've got the seed packet somewhere. I'm going to have to delve it out. But these are about to flower. If I'm calling everything buddleias, then forgive me. I've just forgotten what I planted. But you've got the beans are looking amazing. Like I say, I grew these because I knew that they would have a nice colour on them, and I grew them for the look of them. But there's loads of them. I might just pick a few. It seems a shame to have loads and not eat any. And if you go over here, this one is beginning to trail as well. Oh my gosh, look, I've actually got the first wrapped round. Oh my gosh, if that meets in the middle, I'm going to have a party. Oh, this one's got caught in the stuff. Let me just try and untangle that. Okay, I've done nothing over here. So the tomatoes are just doing their own thing. That needs deadheading. There's definitely a mouse having a lovely chomp on that. Petunias need planting still and deadheading. Yeah, that's needing a bit of work. But it does cast beautiful shadows. Look, and here in the shady bed under the tree, we've got the hostas coming into flower there. The fern is still happy, happy, happy. I love this little bed under the tree. It just does its own thing. I do one tidy up and then it just does its own thing. It's such a happy little bed. The bird bath is absolutely full. Tomatoes here. You see how massive they are? Just completely huge. There's loads of them. So this is the arbour, the circle that I'm doing around the hot tub. I've spent a lot of time this week trying to sort the hot tub chemicals out, which all went askew. And it just made me want to get on and finish this surround around it. So I fixed this. This was all falling apart and it was wonky and it had no leg there. So I fixed a new leg on and sanded it all down and painted that, ready to attach these half pallet, which I've sliced in half, verticals going up so that I can continue this round, and then eventually this old unit I'm going to turn into a bar. But that's the first job I did, and then while I'd got all the paintbrushes out, I decided to varnish or to do some work on this chair. Now I said that this entrance to the hot tub was going to be a homage to Frida, hence I've got the alpacas here and sort of Mexican-y type art here painted on, and I've got holes drilled ready to take marbles in like I've got in this one, and over here on this one I've put images of Frida on and again painted. And I wanted the chair to kind of match, and it's old varnish. This was a free chair that a friend gave me. Its old varnish was all peeling off, and in the rain I thought it's just going to rot and fall apart and get damaged. So I knew I needed to do something with it. So again, at the start of the week, I did this treatment where I used, now this is using napkins, where you peel the napkins to just its picture layer, and then I PVA the napkins on, and there's wrapping paper as well used. This blue is napkins. These butterflies are off different napkins as well. And I got it so that I liked it, and then I varnished it all. So that's had a couple of coats of varnish. It does need another coat of varnish over the top. And then all I've got to do then is make a cushion for it. And this is my little seat to sit on if the kids are in the hot tub and I don't want to get in with them, and I can just sit and chat to them and watch them and just have fun. Nice glass of wine table. And it matches the wall behind as well, because I did the same technique on the wall behind. What's going on? What you doing? Look at that. Two lots of naughty. It's Luna, look, trying to get Rupert to mess about. What are you doing? It's like, stop it. So yeah, that's my Frida chair. So that needs another coat, but rain stopped play as well with that. The plan here is to make this, I might even do a face and flowers across the top. This old stair gate from when the kids were little is going to be wrapped in fabric, so it doesn't look like a stair gate anymore eventually, and hopefully some pom-poms as well. So yeah, I've done that, and the chair, still got the cushion to make. Really need to get into this bed and sort that. The pots are all just ticking away. The roses came back a little bit this week, which has been lovely. All of this needs deadheading a little bit. These are about to flower at the top. So yeah, there's been some jobs. There's been a horrific day trying to move 2 full compost bins in blistering heat, and that's it. It's ticking on, and Tilly's secret garden is now looking amazing. So Tilly, this is for you, my darling. This garden tour is for you. Tilly keeps asking me, they're at their dad's for a week this week, and Tilly keeps saying to me, Mommy, mention me in videos, mention me in videos. Say something at the start and say something at the beginning. So I told her that when I did the next video, I would mention her. So guys, this is for Tilly. If anybody wants to say hello to my Tilly in the comments down below, she reads everything. And you can tell her how lovely her secret garden is, because it really is. And she helped me clear it. She raked in all the seeds here, which is like just teaching your kids about magic, giving them a box of wildflower seeds to rake into bare earth and just to let it grow. She planted all of her sunflowers here. So it really is lessons in magic gardening, isn't it? And patience, isn't it, Luna? It's lessons in patience with these two. So guys, that's it. We have a little bit of work over by the hot tub. We've got a new Frida Kahlo chair on the go. We have repositioned compost bins and a seed house. We have a slightly clearer secret garden and new plans for that. And we have lessons in focusing on what you've done and not what you've still got to do, because otherwise, if you've got a lot to do, you can just get fed up. Okay guys, have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.